So in today's class, we are going to discuss about how we can include headers and footers and how to include page numbers in my document. And also, if our time permits, we shall even complete the text group and even symbols group as well. So whenever we are going to create a document, sometimes we need to have the same content at the top margin of the document. Assume that I want to include the title of the document as the in the top level position. So for that, what I can do, I can easily go for header option, which is available here, so that it will place the content in the header. That means top of each printed page, it will display the content. So if I click on this, as you can see here in header and footer group, we are having three options. Header option to place the content at the top margin, footer to place the content at the bottom margin, and also we can include page number wherever we require in the document. So now let us place the content at the header portion now. So for that, let me click on the header option here. When we click, you can see here, we are getting different built-in header styles which are available here. So you can select any kind of a header portion which is suitable for your document. Now what I will do, I'm going to select this one so that I can place the document title at the header portion. So I'm going to click alphabet style here. So when I click this, you can see it is going to include one imaginary line here saying that the above part is nothing but the header portion, and where in which we can include the title here. Already title has been selected. So simply what I need to do, I can type the document title here. Assume that I'm going to type a document title as MS Word document 2007. So assume that this is the title of our document. And even you can observe here, when I include header portion, by default at the top level, you can observe here, the header and footer toolbar is appearing, isn't it? So, and whatever the options we are getting here, these are nothing but related to header and footer only. So we can navigate between header and footer using a navigation group here. And also we can include a page number, and also we can include date and time. We can include a picture, quick parts, clip art graphics. Okay. And also I can make the first page header different from rest of the pages. You can observe here, I have placed one header here. And when I click outside this box, as you can see, this portion is called as header portion. Whatever appearing here in this portion, it is header portion, and this is nothing but normal document portion, we can say. So when I click on this normal document portion here, so we need to double click here so that you can see here, the header is appearing above the margin here. So this is what a top margin, and normally whatever the content we are going to place at the header, it will be displayed in the top margin. So similarly, we can include the footer also. So let me again follow the same link, go to insert tab. Under header and footer group, we need to select what? Footer option here. As now I'm going to select what? Alphabet style only. Again, I'm going to click on this. As you can see here, now we are able to see the content has been placed at the bottom, isn't it? So bottom of the page. So here you can type the text here. Assume that I want to type author name. Say for example, I'm going to include my name itself. Okay. And here it is having a by default a page number here, page 1. Okay. When I include one more page, now I'm going to include one more page here. As you can see, the header is going to repeat here. The same header portion will be repeated for all the printing pages. Similarly, the footer portion also is going to repeat, as you can see here. So this is how the footer portion is repeating. And you can observe here, this is the second page. That's why it is displaying a page number 2 here. So likewise, we can place the contents at the header level, and also we can place the contents at the footer level also. And also I can include a page number here. So assume that I can edit this one, or else let me include a page number at the top margin here. So now I can use what? Page number. So go to insert and select the page number here. Now you can specify where actually I want the page number, whether I want to display at the top of the page, so that the position you can specify here. Whether I want to display the page number at the bottom level, so you can select this one. Again, we are having several options here, so you can select which is the suitable for your document. Now I'm going to place in the current position, because as my cursor is appearing here, so now I want to include what page number in this particular position. So now I'm going to click on current position, and how I want to display. So let me select the style, and it will be included here. As you can see here, page 1. So likewise, we can include page numbers wherever it is required. So this is all about what? How we can insert header and footer. So similarly, let me retype the title here, MS Word 2007. Okay. So assume that now my cursor is in header portion. Now I want to navigate to footer portion directly. So now we can use what? A navigation option here. So when I click go to footer, you can observe my cursor will go to footer position. So similarly, I can use go to header option to move my cursor to header portion. So ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, navigation ನ use ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Similarly, we can navigate between previous section and next session. Suppose if we are having a sections in the document. Okay, so this is all about how we can include headers and footer portion. And also we can include a picture also. Assume that I want to include my company logo here, so that I can include picture here by using insert group in header and footer toolbar here. So when I click insert picture, it again opens insert picture dialog box. Wherever my logo is available, you can simply select that logo. So now what I will do, I'm going to select my logo here. Okay, so now let me select my logo and click insert. So you can see here logo has been inserted, and also you can resize this logo by using a resize option. So like this, we can include even picture at the top margin also. So the same content will be repeated. You can observe here the same content is going to repeat for each and every page. So that is what the use of a header and a footer option, which is available in MS Word document 2007. So this is all about what header and footer group. So now let me explain the different options which are available in a text group. Assume that I want to include a text here, text in this particular position. So first I need to click here and go to insert, and in a text group we are having a text box here, so that we can insert pre-formatted text boxes here. If I click on this, you can see various built-in predefined text boxes available, and whichever is suitable for your document, you can simply select that, and by default it will include that particular text boxes. So now for example purpose, let me include one sample text box here. So let me use one simple text box here. So if I click on this, you can see here text box has been appeared, and here this text you can replace by typing your own word. So this is a sample text. Okay, so likewise you can edit the text and you can replace the existing one. So this is how we can include a text box. When we include a text box, again we are getting here, as you can see, we are getting a conceptual toolbar which is related to text box, and we can format the text box by using this format toolbar. You can provide different text box styles by using these, isn't it? So obviously it will apply that particular style here. And also you can change the shape fill color, you can change the shape outline color, and even you can change the shape effect, and you can provide shadow effects, 3D effects, and you can arrange the text boxes how you require. And also you can resize the text box by using a size group. Already regarding these we have discussed in previous sessions. Okay, so this is how we can insert a text box. So now similarly we can include quick parts. Already at earlier classes we discussed how we can include quick parts, how we can include document properties here in this document. So I have explained this one at earlier classes itself. So how we can include a document title, author details, so that we can use here. So in quick parts, if I select document properties, now if I include author, it will include author name. So similarly, I can include even title of the document by clicking on title, so that it will include title of the document here. So by default it has included title because here we have entered that particular title, so automatically it has included title. So likewise we can include different quick parts here, and similarly we can include word art graphics also. So this will include decorative text in the document. As you can see here, we are having several options here. So these are what decorative text we can include in our document. So now let me select this one, word art style, and if we need to enter the text here, assume that I'm going to enter welcome students. So this is the text I want to include, and even I can even change the font style here by using this option. Now let me select Algerian, and I can even make it as a bold, and I can set the size for the font, okay, and I can make it as italic, right? So after this, now we need to click on OK, so that it will apply that particular style for the text. And even you can observe here, when I include the word art graphics, you can observe word art toolbar is appearing at the top here. So this is what word art toolbar, format toolbar, wherein which we can format the word arts which we have already included. Suppose I want to edit this text, so simply I can select this word art and I can simply click on edit the text, so that I can edit here. Welcome dear students. So likewise I can edit the content, and you can see the word art style has applied that particular changes. Similarly, we can increase the space here, and even we can decrease the space by using the spacing option here, like this, right? You can see here the space has been increased here, and also the space can be decreased by using the spacing option. So this is what a normal spacing. Similarly, we can even adjust the alignments by using the different alignment options like left align, center, right, word justify, like that. Okay. And also I can change this particular style by using a word style. If I click a more, and if I select this one, you can see the preview here. Normally it will apply that particular style. And if you want to retain that particular style, you can just click on that, so that it will apply that particular style for the word art graphics. So similarly, you can apply the shadow effects by using these shadow effects here, right? So it depends how you want to represent your graphics. It is left to you. So similarly, we can apply 3D effects for this particular object by using a 3D effects like this. You can see, isn't it? So beautiful. So similarly, we can arrange the graphical objects by using a arrange group, and also we can resize by using size group. So this is about how we can include smart art graphics and how to make changes regarding smart art, word art graphics. And similarly, we can utilize a drop cap option also. So this drop cap option appears when we are having some paragraph content. Assume that here I'm going to write this is a sample paragraph text. Okay, so after this let me type something here so that it can increase the paragraph lines here. After that, let me show you what is the use of drop cap option. Okay, yes. So now what I need to do, I can select this particular paragraph. I hope you are able to see this, or else let me increase the size of the fonts so that you can clearly see the contents. Yeah, so now if I apply the justification alignment, you can see here. Now go to insert tab. Now you can see drop cap option is enabled. So what it will do, it will create a large capital letter at the beginning of the paragraph. So you can see here the beginning of the paragraph is starting with a T letter. It will increase the font size of this T letter, and the remaining characters will be smaller only. So that is what a drop cap option. If I click on this arrow button, you can see the various options like this: dropped and in margin drop. In margin, if I select this one, you can see here the T will be placed within the margin here. So this is called as in margin drop cap. I can change this one by using a dropped here so that the letter T will be dropped within the margin, within the paragraph, right? And the rest of the contents will be as it is. So this is how we can increase the letter, starting letter, by using drop cap. So similarly, we can include a date and time within the document. Assume that I'm going to click here and I can insert a date and time by using a date and time here. So we can select the available formats here. Assume that I want to include this one along with the day and a particular date, as you can see here. Along with the day and a particular date, I'm going to select this format. And after this, I can click OK button here. So now let me click OK. Now you can see it has included a date here. So what happens while preparing some of the letters, I need to include today's date. So at that time, this is what the easiest method how you can insert a date and time. Rather than typing the date, you can simply use this option which is available here. And similarly, we can include other objects also. Assume that I'm using a Word document, but in a Word document, I want to place the Excel file, or else I want to use a PowerPoint presentation file, or else I want to use some external picture images. Like that, we can utilize various objects here. So if I use this insert object option, it will open one dialog box wherein which we can create a new objects here by selecting a different kind of objects. As you can see here, it is showing what different object types, like we can include a PDF XML document, Acrobat document, security settings document, Photoshop image, bitmap image, equation, charts. Okay, again, if we scroll down here, we can see different object types, as you can see here, isn't it? So it is having again Excel chart, Excel spreadsheet, and also PowerPoint presentation we can include, right? And even we can include a Word document as well. Likewise, we can include these objects here. Now, for example purpose, let me include Excel spreadsheet. So let me select the Excel worksheet now. You can see I have selected Excel worksheet, right? So now what I need to do, I need to click on OK button here. So let me click OK. So it takes a little bit time. Yeah, so now you can see here, so this has included Excel object now. So this is what Word object. Within Word object, we have successfully inserted Excel object. And you can see here, it is showing the options which are related to Excel at the top level. And when I click on outside this Excel object, now let me click here so that my object has got deselected and Word has been enabled here. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ Excel na click ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, you can see here, now Excel object has been enabled and Word got disabled. So likewise, we can insert external objects by using object option. So similarly, what happens, sometimes we may include some of the equations which are related to mathematics. So at that time, we can simply use symbols group here. If I click on this equation, you can see various built-in functions already available here. Suppose I want to include the function which is used to calculate area of a circle. Simply I can click on this so that it will include the formula. As you can see here, area is equal to pi r square. So this is what the formula to find out the area of a circle. Suppose I want to write my own formula. Assume that I want to write my own formula now. So at that time, what I can do, I can simply go to insert equation, and here at the bottom level, you can see here, we can simply utilize the insert new equation option so that we can insert our own equations. So when I click on that particular option, now let me click on this, insert new equation. You can see here, we can type equation here, and also you can see the equation toolbar is appearing here, isn't it? Equation toolbar, design toolbar is appearing here, and we can simply include the equation which can be customized. So now we can see here whether what kind of equation I want to include. So whether I want to use fractions, whether I want to use scripts within my equation, whether I want to use radical equations, integral equations, large operator equations, brackets, functions, etc. So these are the various structure of the functions we can utilize. Say for example, I want to include matrix, then I can simply use this matrix option here so that we can choose different formats to include the matrix here. Isn't it? So it's very easy. Assume that now I want to include a fraction here. So I can click fractions, and you can see the different fraction formats are available. You can make use of any fraction. Let me select this one. Yes, now you can see there is one dotted box is there. What we need to do, we need to simply single click on that, and we can edit the box. Assume that I'm going to enter A here, and let me click this box and enter B. Now you can see it is nothing but A divided by B. So likewise, we can include here. So after this, so we can leave space and we can include plus marks. And after that, I can include even scripts here like this. Now I can insert like A square like this. Isn't it? So it is what very easy. So we can form our own equations by using this. Now you can see here, so this is what cube root of 9. So likewise, we can include our own equation. So this is the procedure to include equations in MS Word document. So sometimes we may include certain symbols as well. So for that, we can utilize insert symbol option here. Normally, these symbols will not be present in our keyboard. So at that time, we can utilize these insert symbol option here. When I click this option, you can see we are having some of the symbols here. Suppose I want more symbols. Of course, we are having a summation symbol here. We can utilize this so that it will include that particular symbol here. As you can see here, it has included summation symbol. Apart from this, say for example, I want to include a pi. We can include pi here, as you can see. But apart from these symbols, suppose I want to include more symbols. So simply I need to click on this. You can observe here, when I click more symbol option, you can see the symbol dialog box appearing. And here we need to select the font face and a subset here. And these are what various symbols available under this category. These are what? These are the recently used symbols. So we can utilize these symbols here, and we can even change the category here. Assume that I want to select this one, webdings. So you can see here, these are what various symbols available in webdings. So you can select any one, and we can click insert button. So you can see here, those particular symbols have been inserted here. So this is how we can include symbols, functions, equations in MS Word document. Hope you have understood.